Hello children. Now next topic we are going to study about reflection of light. So what do you mean by reflection of light? The bouncing back of light or returning of a light in the same medium after striking on a surface. So this is the surface, plane surface. A ray of light that is known as incident ray which strikes on this plane surface or a shining surface. So it bounces back or return back in the same medium. This is the same medium. So it return back in the same medium that is known as reflected ray. This one is the perpendicular drawn 90 degree with this surface and that is called normal. So this is the incident ray, this is reflected ray and this one is the normal. Now we'll come to the angle of incidence and angle of reflection. The angle of incidence is the angle which is formed between incident ray and normal is called angle of incidence. And the angle which is formed between reflected ray and normal is called angle of reflection. So this is called reflection of light. Now we will see types of reflection. So already we have studied in our lower classes, but this is the time to revise for the further information. So types of reflection, two types of reflections are there, regular and irregular. Irregular is also called as diffused reflection. So in regular reflection, if any plane or a smooth surface is there, then these rays of light or when a bunch of ray of light that is known as beam of light, it falls on this plane surface. This parallel rays of light falls on a plane surface, then it return back to the same medium. It return back to the same medium. And these reflected rays are also parallel to each other. So in this type of things, we cannot see the objects properly because of the dazzling light. For example, headlights are there, automobiles headlights are there, or the searchlights are there, where dazzling lights we can see, we cannot see the object clearly. But in irregular reflection or diffused reflection, here you can see the surface is not so smooth, it is a rough surface. So when ray of light parallel to each other or the beam of light falls on a smooth rough surface, then these reflected rays when returned back in the same medium, they are not parallel to each other. So if they are not parallel to each other, that means we can see the objects clearly. Like for example, we are reading books, newspaper, or we can see each other, or the different objects kept in your room. You can see those objects with the help of this irregular or diffused reflection. So regular reflection and irregular reflection, there is a difference. We cannot see objects in regular reflection and we can see objects properly in irregular reflection. Now we will see the next topic, that is laws of reflection. So laws of reflection, first law is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So already we have seen that how angle of incidence and angle of reflection formed. So this angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Second law is the incident ray, that is this one, the reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. So these are two laws of reflection. Then here we have to consider one special case, that is if any plane surface is there and this one is the normal. Suppose incident ray falls on the plane surface by making angle 0 degree with the normal. Means in that condition incident ray coincident with the normal and it falls on the plane surface. So as we know that according to the laws of reflection, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Hence, here the reflected ray gets reflected in the same path making 0 degree. So this is the special case when angle of incidence and angle of reflection is equals to 0. I hope you understand this topic well. Now we will meet in the next class for types of images. Bye for now.